It's week 2 of the high school football season, and this week we are back at Durfee High School for the home opener of the Hilltoppers as the Taunton Tigers come to Durfee. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud, joined by Jason Springer this week for the game. Jay, great to have you with me today. Jay and I went to high school together, and Jay has played and coached here, so a familiar ground for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
All right, let's get right into it. Last time we saw Durfee was the big win at New Bedford back in the spring, not Thanksgiving, of course. And Jason Hall put on a show, a historic margin of victory for Durfee, but Jay is gone. He's moved on to prep school out in Connecticut, so it's next man up, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime you lose a talent like Jay Hall, I mean, good for him that he did go on, and got to pursue his dreams. But anytime you lose a talent like that, it comes down to the team to step up, and kind of come together and build that camaraderie so that when you get in positions where you had a Jay Hall and he was successful, somebody else has got to step up.
Now, the good news is that Durfee does have depth at the running back position. Now, what Jay brought defensively will have to be, filled as well. But you have Javon Holly, you have Jaden Lewis. There are backs there that can get the job done. Yeah,
when you talk about kids like that, those kids have been playing together since they were 7, 8 years old. And not only were they playing together, but they were winning. They were going to national titles. They were third in the country. So when you have talent and not only experience like that, yeah, you lose a Jay Hall, but, you replace him with some very, very good players who have been playing for a couple years now.
Well, the Durfee defense came out in full swing last week on the road at Attleboro. It was a 10-7 loss, but it was tied 7-7 into the final minute when Attleboro kicked the field goal to win it. I think that's a win, even though it's a loss in the column. Attleboro's played us tough across the board over the years. I'd say that was a pretty good game for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to lose, right? So everybody's competitive, but a lot of players stepped up in that game. I feel like that was a coming-out game for a kid. I know KJ, I believe he's a sophomore. He had an interception, returned it to the 6-yard line. So I think overall, we showed that, we can come back from losing a guy like Jason Hall.
Well, tonight will be a tall task against the Tigers. They blanked New Bedford in week 1, 21-0. Can the Hilltoppers grab win number 1 of the season? Stick around to find out. All the action next on Fred TV.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Sebo from Fall River Community Media.
Join us as we track election results for Fall River preliminary election on Tuesday, September 21st.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook. We hope you can join us.
And as always, please make a plan to get out and vote.
Welcome back to BMC Durfee High School, everybody. A now misty Mac Aldridge Field. Boy, Jay, quite a difference from, say, 20 minutes ago when we were down there talking to the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Before it was a lot brighter out. I think maybe the teams might have thought about airing it out, but judging by the weather right now, it looks like a ground and pound game going on here.
Yeah, pretty gross. Pretty gross to say the least. We thought we were going to be clear in this. It's been a nice day, almost all afternoon.
Absolutely.
It was pretty good, and unfortunately, not too good right now. I mean, at least it's not like a driving rain. It's just kind of foggy.
Well, I did get some inside information that we were going to be running the ball tonight. So This is the type of weather you want to run the ball in.
Certainly. So captains for both sides out at midfield for the coin toss. Evan Massoud and Jason Springer with you for the Durfee home opener this week. It's week 2 of the high school football season, and boy, it's been a marathon this week. We've had all 5 Durfee team sports that play out on these fields or on the court. We saw volleyball, girls volleyball on Monday, girls soccer Tuesday, field hockey Wednesday, boys soccer yesterday, a controversial ending to that one. You want to check that out when you have a chance. And tonight, football from Durfee. So really covering the whole gamut here. It's been 6 different games in 6 weekdays, so we've really started the ground running here, Jay.
Yeah, are there any games tomorrow? Or
nothing we're covering tomorrow. I think there's girls soccer tomorrow here at noon.
Okay.
I got to double check the schedule on that one, but I believe there's girls soccer here.
I was gonna say, what a way to end the week, Friday night underneath the lights. School, how about how amazing the school looks right now?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. The Hilltoppers have won the toss. They will receive from left to right. And it's great to hear a crowd, let me tell you.
You can feel the electricity right now.
We had the welcome back bash here to start the night. All the kids.
Wow, Ev, look what we have in front of us right now. We've got a crowd here.
We've got a crowd as the Hilltoppers are in the huddle down on the field.
Yeah, so Taunton comes in, 1-0?
1-0, a 21-0 victory in week 1 against New Bedford last week. The Hilltoppers were on the road. Tough loss against Attleboro, a 10-7 loss as Attleboro kicked a field goal to win it in regulation at the end of the game. So Durfee really hung with them. Coach Powers, one of the assistant coaches, we were talking to him down on the field. He said they were very impressed by the defense last week. They really held their own against Attleboro.
Yeah, they had a couple players make some great plays. I know Keith Strong, he made an interception late in the game. So, yeah, their defense definitely stepped up.
They certainly did. Offensively, I think, for Durfee, we talked in the open how, losing Jason Hall, such a spark plug, and let's not forget, 2 offensive linesmen that they had too, Eli Robitaille, Sage Paradise. Those were 3 players that were key components to the offense last year and years previously. And now with them not here, it's going to be next man up. And I think you may see some struggles early with offense, particularly early in the season, as things kind of shape up and this team finds their own identity.
Yeah, so as we were talking about at the beginning, there are a lot of kids who've been playing football for a long time on this Durfee High football team.
Right.
And they're experienced, and most importantly, they're winners. So I look forward to seeing them play tonight.
Good kickoff into the misty air. That was Nathan Keenan, number 22 for Taunton on the kickoff. Hilltoppers will start with the ball behind the 20.
Yeah, let's see what formation they come out in.
I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be a challenging night with the numbers, with the mist. It's hard enough on a good night with the glare from the lights and whatnot to see what the numbers are. I think these red uniforms are awesome. They're much better than, to me, the all black, because we're red and black. I like that. But it's hard to see the numbers.
What do we have in the backfield here? Number 1? Javon Holly's in the backfield right now?
Holly got a lot of the carries last week, so I'm going to venture to say that is Holly.
Okay, Holly right up the middle. Ooh, okay, good run there.
Let's see here on the monitor if that is Holly or if that's Lewis. Actually, that was number 3. That was Mick Cornell in that. He came out with the ball.
That was number 3? Well, I need to get my eyes checked.
Well, I'm cheating with the monitor a little bit, Jay.
Okay, so you can,
just at first here, That was Mick, number 3.
Okay.
Mick Cornell with the carry.
Wow, Durfee comes out in double tight, wishbone.
Now Mick brings you some of the size that Hall had last year. Good run on second down, close to the line to gain. Mick is 6'3", 230.
Wow.
So Mick is a big body. If he can get moving, that is going to move the chains. Hilltoppers with the first down.
Okay, I like that.
So that's, what you can gain with Mick, if he can become a playmaker as well, that's big. That's big to have someone like that who can run the ball with that kind of size.
Yeah, and I think what I'm impressed by so far is the O-line's push right now. They're really driving Taunton's defensive line off the ball.
Now keep in mind, Taunton decided which way they wanted to kick. They kicked with the rain, I should say.
Boom, another big run right up the middle.
Good burst for about 5 yards, maybe 6. Looks like he's shy of the 45, so we'll say 2nd and 4 from the 44. No doubt this is a big game, though, for Durfee because, last week, again, such a tight game to lose it like that at the end, on a field goal. How improbable, right? You don't see many field goals in high school. We don't see a lot of point afters in high school, never mind a field goal with the game on the line to try to win it.
Another run up. Okay.
Far side, trying to cut back in, and I see the linesman. This is going to be very close. It's whether they'll give it to them how the spot will be. Might be third and maybe inches here.
Oh, no, it should be second. Oh, they gave him the first. They gave him the first.
Gave him the first down. So the Hilltoppers move the chains on consecutive downs here in their first drive of the night.
Yeah, Durfee started this game off all runs, all up the middle. That one bounced outside to the far side, to the right side. But they're looking good here.
And, you know, I think that's something that once you get Holly and Lewis in there, you know, they're shorter, they're really quick. I kind of think of it as like scrappy players because they're so hard to take down.
Yeah.
And they bounce out very well, whereas I would think Mick would be more of the power back right up the gut.
Oh, there we go, a little juking.
Not finding a hole that time, going to be stopped right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on the gain there, possibly if they give any forward progress, they do. 1 yard.
Well, hey, yard's better than nothing, right, as they say?
Absolutely, you don't want to play behind the chains.
No.
Forward progress all the time. 2nd down and 9. Thomas gets the play.
Yep. Isaiah Thomas, starting at quarterback for them. Who's in the backfield right now? Let's try to get some numbers here.
I see number 1. I believe it's Holly.
So Javon Holly's in the backfield. Is Mick still in the backfield?
We're going to get a look right here.
All right. I see number 1.
Great angles there. Mick is not in the backfield. It's Holly.
Okay, so Javon Holly. He's at
tailback. I see Chance Jeffers back there, 25.
Chance Jeffers at fullback. Oh, he goes in motion. Maybe a little play action here.
Holly trying to bounce out, and he's going to be twisted.
No, he's still up.
Still on his feet.
Still up. Oh.
Fumble, but he was down.
He was down.
He was down. Knee was down. Holly was able to get about 6 yards, maybe 7, when it looked like he was going to be down in the backfield for a loss of maybe 3. A crazy rush there for Holly to make it 3rd and 3.
So one of the things I'm going to keep saying is these running backs that they have in here, they've been playing at an elite level of football probably for the last 10 years. So it would not, I would not be, not flabbergasted, but I would not be surprised at all if Javon Holly breaks a big one here.
Oh, Holly's capable of breaking free. So is Lewis. They both are very good, and that's why I said, you know, yes, you're losing one player, but it's not like the backs are completely depleted now. You have depth in the backfield. 3rd and 3. They go to Mick, and Mick falls forward.
He's got it.
I think it's going to be a little short. I think it's going to be short by a yard.
I'm going to take the Durfee field home advantage and say he's got the first down.
Short of the line to gain. 4th and short, Hilltopper.
The linesman on the far side looked to be calling the first down. It's going to be about a football just shy of midfield.
Yeah, you know, home cooking. That's what we got right now, Ev.
4th and less than a yard.
Oh, we didn't get the home cooking. Ev.
No. Coach Brown questioning. Just had a quick word with the line judge.
Well, let's see here.
All right, here we go. 4th and inches. It's a pivotal play here early.
First down.
The pile pushes forward, still pushing forward. Progress will move the chains for a Durfee first down right at the 50. Big conversion there for the Hilltoppers. I like that they got right to the line. They didn't really dilly-dally. Right to the line, snapped it quick, tried to catch the defense napping. Just that extra split second sometimes, Jay, right, can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
The quick snap.
If they're not down, if they're not in position, low man wins.
That's right.
Even better, look how long we've had the ball. What are we going on, 5 minutes? Oh, just past 5 minutes, right?
12-minute quarters. We're already 5+ minutes into this game as everything's been on the field. No out of bounds, no passing plays, all running plays so far. Chance to get outside. Nice cut back in for Holly. Spinning down at the 45 for a gain of 5.
I wasn't doing games last year, Ev, but I can imagine how exciting it must have been with all 3 of those guys back there.
It was, let me tell you. It certainly was. Capped off by the New Bedford win in the season finale back in April.
Yeah, and here's how I do logic. Taunton beat New Bedford. New Bedford's the biggest game of the year. If we beat Taunton, that means we're beating New Bedford. So
yeah,
that's what I'm going to go with there.
Holly leaps, cuts back. Nice. Holly with some room, still on his feet. Holly working to the far side is taken down inside the 30 after a gain of 15+. Big run there for Holly. keeps pumping the legs. They can't wrap them up.
You know, when we talked to the coaching staff and they told us they were going to come out running the ball, who thought they would have came out with 10 straight runs?
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Durfee at the 30 of Taunton. Whistles sounding, and the Tigers going to take a timeout and
Coach
stop the
Powell's
clock.
fired up right now.
Everybody fired up here at Durfee after that big run. 5:41, we've already hit basically the halfway mark in this first quarter. Very fast first quarter so far, thanks to all the running plays as we, again, are in the timeout. Gives us a minute to talk. Jay, of course, we mentioned the new school. We've kind of been talking about it all week. You got a chance to see it at the open house, right? You were here over the last weekend.
Yeah, I am
unbelievable.
Amazed. Like, these kids are going to graduate from here. I don't care what college they go to.
Yeah.
This is still going to be better. Everything's brand new, beautiful, the classrooms, nut to bulb, everything's perfect. I'm excited my son's going to be a freshman. Well, he's a freshman here now, so.
Right. The biggest thing, right, is always, you talk about now is it's beautiful design-wise, functionality. Will it all work as time goes on? And that's the hope. And you know, I think Somerset Berkeley has done very well because they were kind of a benchmark. A lot of things that they did over there were implemented here. So, you know, I think of cars, right? This JD Power Rankings of initial quality, right? Yes. So hopefully, let's say 5 years down the road when we get a whole new group of students in this building and we've graduated 4 classes, let's hope that we can say that everything is still functioning as it should, and that, you know, everything has lived up to the hype, because it is absolutely beautiful. The technology is amazing. It is truly a 21st century learning space.
Good run here. Got to hold on to the ball. Make sure you hold on to the ball. Ooh. A little feistiness down there on the field right now.
Yeah, on the backside there, a little extra.
Yeah.
Pretty good stop there for Taunton. A loss of a yard for Durfee will bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, now they're going to pack the box. So, I mean, you got to try to get outside. Or, I mean, maybe you just say, listen, we're tougher than you right now.
Well, you know, obviously, that many running plays and the Hilltoppers getting all that forward progress. Coach Sidwell of the Tigers called that timeout. Obviously wanted to kind of rethink the schematics here a little bit. So now you come out of the timeout and look, you stop them for a loss of 1. So he obviously picked up on something. You don't usually see a timeout that early in the game.
Oh, they've moved to a 5-man front?
Yep.
Well, they still got their safeties back, so, I mean, that's going to hurt them.
Well, it's going to lost the helmet. Holly trying to get outside, stiff arms the defender, and is taken out of bounds in front of the Durfee bench. So the Hilltoppers still playing physical, but going to be a little more challenging with the 5-man front that you mentioned.
Yeah, you know, the linebackers are playing closer to the line. They got their safeties back so they can't get beat deep. So this is going to, well, I mean, we're in 4-down territory here.
Holly seemed to be running forever. Only got 2 yards out of that. Unfortunately, all the movement to the far side couldn't cut back in. So it's going to be 3rd and, I'm seeing he got 2. Might have even only been 1. I think they're marking him 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 30. So he only got 1 out of that.
Okay.
He is heading back out. Mick Coronel's back out as well. So now you're going to have 2 backs.
And Isaiah can throw, you know. He's part of that.
Sure.
He's part of that Falcon team that's been playing, well, Fall River Falcons, the youth football team.
That's right.
He was part of them. He was on that team with Holly and
they went to Florida.
They went to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
They've been to Florida a couple of times.
They're a core group. This is going to be a very different team next year, let me tell you. This core group of guys, I know Taylor Brown was looking forward to them coming here before they even got here.
Oh, QB sneak up the middle.
Thomas.
That's right.
Thomas got the block from Coronel. Question is, does he get there? And I don't think so. I think it's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first for maybe an 8-yard pickup.
Well,
4th and 3 is what it's looking at.
4-down territory. Let's see if they ask Taunton if they're tougher than them right now.
That's a great call right there. And I said, you know, when I saw Mick going out there with Javon, I said, someone's going to be blocking here. I didn't expect Thomas to be the one getting the ball. But I like that. Mixing it up early, not showing Taunton the same running play every time. There's been major variations here as we're coming up on a 9-minute drive. Another timeout on the field, and it's going to be taken by the Hilltoppers as Coach Brown wants to draw up a good play here for 4th down. Not come out of this opening drive empty.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, you absorb this much of the clock. Time of possession is, like, again, 8 minutes and 44 seconds, this drive to start the game. You don't want to come up empty here. You've got the crowd behind you. You need points.
Yeah, strategically, I mean, you got the ball first, which means they're getting the ball at halftime, which means if you've taken up all this time and you don't score and they possibly go down and score,
yeah,
I mean, that's not good for momentum.
No, of course not. Especially, again, you're shortening the game here big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say we get the first down. I don't know if I can do that right now, but I'm a guest, so.
You should go out on a limb. Come on. What's more fun than trying to make off-the-cuff predictions in live sports? Just makes us look dumb sometimes, but it's still fun to do it.
Come on, Durfee. We've got one-on-one outside here. Oh,
Yeah.
Both. Oh, okay. We got a good formation. Safeties over there to the left, wide side
Yeah,
of the
Taunton
field.
really spread, and they're going to come with a blitz off the outside. They better watch out in the
A
backfield.
quick slant right here would be nice. Oh, we run it
Cornell
again.
finds a hole,
Got it.
dives forward. That should be a first down for the Hilltoppers. Line judge on the far side shows plenty of yardage. Yes, the Hilltoppers move the chains.
I cannot believe we've ran the ball every
play.
single play. That's sending a message.
We're on candid camera here.
That's sending a message to the league right now.
That's big time.
You know
Big
what,
time.
You know what I didn't even think about? How mad
First down for the Hilltoppers.
Durfee might be about the Attleboro loss.
Oh, I'm sure they're motivated.
Taunton's coming off a big win.
Absolutely. There's no doubt. Nobody likes to lose.
Another one.
Another running play up the middle, and our first flag of the game. It took us till 2:39.
I'm going to go with face mask.
There's a flag on the play.
False.
Came from the backfield, the back judge.
Wow.
So was it a false start,
That's what it
or
looked
was it a delay of game? A lot of times the official in the back will call that as well.
like. See, it's hard to run the ball when you get behind the sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
What a crowd here we have tonight, huh? Student section's filled.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is what you need at these games. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift on the
Hold on.
Hilltoppers.
Like I said, coming from the back, you don't usually see a false start like that from the back judge there.
Was that a QB sneak?
Penalty. First and
No, they handed it off.
Okay.
I saw a handoff. That's a 5-yard penalty, and the first penalty of the game for either side. So Durfee will have a 1st and 15. They're backed up to the 25.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say it's going to be a run. Wild guess here. Oh. Oh, face mask. Oh, my goodness.
There's the flag, but a major run. Holly just did not stop. Picks up 10 yards. Again, the flag in the back.
That's got to be a face mask.
It looked like it.
There's a flag on the play.
Face mask on the defense. All right.
On the defense.
Good call, Jay.
You know, I called a run. So
3 for 3, Jay.
I have 3 for 3.
Who's keeping count?
If the game comes down to the wire, though, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh,
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, that's what we're going to chicken out now? Come on.
Yeah, I'll be good.
We can't do that. So Coach Brown talking to the officials off screen.
I think they add that. Was it half distance?
Well, it's definitely a first down. I think it's a spot foul.
Hilltoppers
Flag
on
is
the
still
8-yard line.
on the field in the back. So Hilltoppers are going to have 1st and goal from what looks to be the 8 or 9 yard line, about the 8 yard line. Penalty stops the clock at 2:32. 1st and goal, Durfee. And what has been a statement drive so far. Holly going through the pile.
Is he in?
Still
Is
on
he
his
in?
feet. Does he get in?
Taunton
Far
with the ball
side.
carrier.
1 yard short.
He
Wow.
takes it to the Taunton
2nd and
1-yard
goal
line.
from what appears to be the 1 yard line.
Wow, Taunton's really knocked back on their heels right now.
Here the crowd getting behind the offense. They want to see a touchdown here. 2nd and goal from the 1. A 10-minute drive and counting. QB sneak. Pile pushes forward, awaiting the signal. No signal yet from any of the officials,
On the keeper.
and it looks like
Forward the goal line.
it will be right at the goal line. Wow. There's not
Again.
much real estate down
First down,
there.
Hilltoppers.
I mean, right now you got to get that push.
Ball's at the 2, so it looks like the Hilltoppers lost a yard. Ball's on the 2nd hash mark. So 3rd and goal from the 2. And as you said earlier, 4-down territory, absolutely. All ground game so far for Durfee, trying to punch it in for 6. They hand it off, 2 yards. Oh, he's going down in the backfield. Holly cut back for a loss. Tried to get around the pile, and he's backed up to the 5.
Yeah, I think, they tried something new. It didn't really work out. But, it's 4th down.
Kind of a tough spot, though, to do something new.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th and goal from the 5. And if Taunton gets a stop here, you talk about a momentum shift. The Hilltoppers have just 30 seconds left in this first quarter. They have been on the field since the start of the game and now find themselves at 4th and goal from the 5. It was 2nd and goal from the 1.
Oh, boy. I'm nervous.
13 seconds left in the quarter. The Hilltoppers will have to get a playoff. I don't think they have enough time on the play clock. 5 seconds. No, they're waiting. They're going to run out the quarter. Durfee takes the whole first quarter, and they're down the field. We'll switch sides. That is amazing. That's the first time I've ever seen that. This is now my 10th football season.
Wow.
Okay? I have never seen a team take the ball to start the game. And mind you, we're doing 12-minute quarters now, not 11.
Yeah.
12 minutes and counting this drive for the Hilltoppers. They've had the ball the whole time. We're already done with 1. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now what'll be amazing is the Hilltoppers can convert here on 4th and 5. They need the score. You can't use a whole quarter and then come up empty.
No, you cannot. I don't think we will. I think we're going to pull this one off here.
Well, the good news is that, sometimes when you're not right up against the goal line and you backed up a couple yards, it actually allows you to kind of spread out a little more. Because obviously, if you're at the goal line, Taunton's just got to patrol the end zone.
Yeah.
So you have a little more real estate. Sometimes things can happen.
What you could possibly see here, a little play action fake, tight end dump. Usually the tight end can get to the corner because that corner is not really paying attention to what's going on the other side.
Right.
But if you play action fake, you got to protect the quarterback. The worst thing is the sack.
It's going to be an interesting play call here. Again, I'm not sure that I'll own it. I'm not sure I agree with the 3rd down play there. Again, unless Holly didn't see the lane and he bounced back just trying to make something of it, and he didn't see the hole, so there wasn't anything there for him. But I don't know. You can't take a loss on 3rd and goal.
No. Oh, what are we coming out in? We're formation. Okay, we're in shotgun. We got 3 wide receivers. We got trips right here. 1 back.
4th and 5 as we begin the second quarter here at Durfee.
Maybe a QB sneak up the middle. Oh, QB
looking
sneak
for some blocking.
To the outside.
Thomas going to dive forward. Does he get in? I don't think he's there.
Oh, no.
A yard short. And a 12-minute, 6-second drive ends with 0 points.
I will never tell a player that they should stay outside, but on that play there, it looked like his block was to the outside.
Oh, it was. He was led, and he cut back in. Yes. No, I see. I saw exactly what you're talking about.
And usually...
That's a killer right there, Jay.
Yes.
That's a killer. I mean, seriously. That was one of the best drives. When you talk about just running the ball, that was one of the best drives I've seen on the ground in a long time. To sustain a drive like that, play after play, to come up empty is very defeating. And that's going to give Taunton quite a bit of momentum, I guess you could say, as they now hit the field for the first time.
Well, you know what? They're in their own end zone. So let's get a safety here. Let's...
Led by Jacob Leonard, their quarterback. Looking to pass from the get-go. Oh, he's going to airmail it down the sidelines. And there's going to be a flag. No flags. Wow.
No flags, Evan.
Trent Santos, the intended receiver. The ball was there. And I have to tell you, it sure looked like pass interference to me, Jay.
Yeah, the D-back should have turned his head around,
And he didn't.
I mean, he looked for the ball.
Right. Granted, he was going for the ball, but he didn't turn to look for it. He just blocked, and he was on Santos. To me,
it's face guarding.
Yeah. we've seen a flag thrown for less. I'm surprised the Hilltoppers didn't get burned there.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, that's right. We're the home broadcast.
I think the refs are doing amazing right now.
Oh, my God. We're going to get in trouble. Running play on 2nd and 10. And a good tackle from the Hilltoppers. It'll be a short gain for the Tigers. Gain of about 3. Looking at 3rd and 7. So, all right, we talk momentum swings, right?
Yeah.
This is a game of momentum. The Hilltoppers went 82 yards, or I should say 80.
I think we went 99 yards.
They went 81 yards because they had it at the 18.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't get into the end zone. So let's say they went 81 yards and came up empty.
3rd and 8 Tigers.
You think, all right, Taunton's got the momentum. Well, 3rd and 7. If you stop Taunton right here, 3rd and 8. If you stop them here, 3 and out,
now they're punting.
there's no momentum gone.
They can punt about 40, so we might get the ball at the 50 if we stop them here. But you know they're throwing. You know, so we got to
Well,
get
they're
some,
lined up to throw right now.
we got to get some pressure on the quarterback. I mean, Durfee's got to get some pressure. Oh, we're coming with an outside blitz.
Quick snap. And it is caught and tackled just enough for a first down. That should move the chains.
Complete.
Well, that's
Receiver on the far side did his little end cut, came back, just got past the line to gain, came back to make the catch in traffic. That was a nice pass and a really good catch under pressure.
yeah, cornerback went for the pick. You know, sometimes there you just got to swat the ball down, or you know, swat the wide receiver's hands down.
So first down for Taunton. They kind of dig themselves out of the hole a little bit.
Taunton's got trips to the near side of the field. Might see a bubble screen something here.
Whistles on the field. Looking like it's going to be an offsides against the Hilltoppers. Indeed it is.
Offside on the Hilltoppers.
Well, this is not going the way the Durfee Hilltoppers drew it up.
That's only the 2nd penalty of the game. Hilltoppers had the illegal shift on, and think about that too. They dug themselves out of the hole on that because of the, 3rd penalty of the game. It was the face mask, right? But I think of that drive and I think, well, you know, if they didn't get backed up, the face mask wouldn't have happened. Who knows what would have happened? Running play. Pyle still pushing forward, and the officials letting them play. I have to say I give a lot of credit for that. Sometimes the whistles come in too early.
Yeah.
Let them push. As long as no one's getting hurt and there's forward progress, don't stop the play.
Yeah, you know, sometimes kids are getting rowdy, right? If you're talking trash,
Yeah.
if you're
Good
doing
enough play.
spitting,
Tigers
doing things,
first
you know,
down.
that's when the ref's got to step in.
So we got a player hurt down on the field for the Hilltoppers. Our trainer Kelly Mahoney quickly out there.
Yeah, you never like to see this.
No, that is Chance Jeffers, number 25.
Yeah, and he was one of the, let's see if I'm looking at this roster right. Yeah, he's one of the kids we should be looking out for tonight.
Yeah, Coach Powers had good things to say about Chance.
Yep, him, Brian Hayden, Devon Mall.
Hayden is one. I'm going to interject because Coach Brown, I interviewed him preseason, and Jeffers is up, getting off the field under his own power, so that's good. But Hayden is one that Coach Brown is really high on. Hayden is a senior this year. He came from Falmouth. He transferred here.
That's a good program.
Yeah, and like I said, Coach is very high on him. He said he's got great instincts. He's hoping for big things out of Hayden this year. Hayden is number 52, offensive line and linebacker.
What do we got? First down and 10 from the 25?
Thereabouts. Yeah, right about on the line there, 24.
All right, 24-yard line. Here we go, 3 wide receivers to the far side, single back, play action bubble screen.
Going to try to cut back in, and he's going down. He's going way back. And a flag comes in late. Obviously, forward progress is going to, that's going to negate the drag back there, but there is a flag as well right near the line of scrimmage.
It's got to be holding on the wide receivers. Anytime you throw a play like that, oh, I'm not going to talk. Oh, good.
Roughing the passer. Coach Powers doesn't like that call.
Personal foul against the Hilltoppers.
I don't know. We have instant replay.
If only. truthfully, I did not see where Leonard went, the QB. I watched the pass, saw it completed, and I saw the defense get to the receiver. So I didn't see any roughing call because I wasn't looking in that direction.
Yeah, and that was a pretty quick pass. I mean,
He got
rid of that pretty
so
fast.
unless he got hit late on the when they were dragging back the receiver on the far side, who of course I couldn't see because how foggy it is. We can't see that side of the field very well.
We got trips this side.
Trips this side. So kind of a mirrored play, and
they're going deep.
They're mailing it down the field. Boy, he's got a good release. Down the field and incomplete. And you know what? I think he lost it. I think he lost it in the sheen of the mist and the fog and the lights.
What do we have on? Who's that defensive back on that side?
You had to ask that?
Can you see?
I think that was intended for Isaiah Williams, junior wide receiver, number 2. So I just saw him coming down that way.
Yep.
But in terms of defensive secondary and whatnot on the far side, I'm seeing Jeffrey Castro. I see number 24.
Well, number 4 Isaiah's over here, so it's got to be KJ. What number?
Hayden is on the field. Joniel Medina's on the field right now for Durfee as well. They're going to run it. Going to the far side. Some room. Flag comes in as going out of bounds there.
I love flags. Unless they're on us. Unless they're on Durfee.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a lot of these kids.
Holding on the offense, that'll back it up. That's a spot foul. So that's a 10-yard penalty.
Number 18. Yeah, that's Keith Strong. He's playing corner on that side. A lot of these kids I coached at the Falcons level.
I know, I was just going to say, you when we were down on the field, you recognized a lot of guys. And, I mean, that makes sense because you've been coaching the Falcons for a while.
Yeah, probably about, I would say 10 years. When I graduated college, I started coaching there. So,
wow. Time flies, huh?
I know.
It's been 10 years since we graduated college.
Yeah.
Just think about that for a minute.
I'm done thinking about it.
So am I.
Let's get. Oh, he's got him.
Great pass up the middle. Good tackle. Yards after the catch are important. That was Jose Turan, sophomore wide receiver for the Tigers.
15-yard gain for the Tigers. 3rd and 5.
Taunton, I will give them credit. Taunton is running some really good wide receiver routes right now.
Well, it also helps, you know, the passing game is good. Leonard has a great release. He seems focused. He's very calm, and he seems like he's got a strong arm, too. He can fire it. 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and 4.
Their spacing's good. Wow, they've got a couple big guys over here.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to try to do.
Spreading it out. Coming this way is Williams.
Oh, I think they're going to QB keep it here. That's my call.
No, they hand it off.
Ooh.
Defense has him wrapped up on 3rd down.
I was thinking that's too easy of a play, you know?
That was Evan Parada, senior running back for the Tigers. Picked up a yard, looking at 4th and 3 here from the 47. Got to get to the 50. And the Tigers look like they're staying on the field.
Wow. How impressive. I mean, both teams' defenses are playing really, really well right now. I mean, they're giving up yards, they're bending, but they haven't broken yet.
Right, no big plays. We haven't seen that. I mean, a couple chances in the air we've seen Leonard, you know, take a shot down the field. And let me tell you, the ball's been there both times.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, he's going to burn you on that if you're not watching out for it. And we did football last week from Diamond, their opener.
Oh, yeah. It was they play Case?
Yeah, and I got to tell you, it was a 2.5-hour game because both QBs were passing more than they ran, and they both looked really good. It was a 14-8 loss, but the way they passed, you wouldn't think. Hilltoppers clapping. Timeout called by Taunton.
Wow, Taunton's going to go ahead and punt here, which you know, this isn't Madden, you know, so you got to play the game the right way.
You know what? I tell you right now, Coach Sidwell lined them up, was probably hoping to maybe draw them off sides. They only needed 3 yards. Off sides, it's 5. They would have gotten the first. They didn't get it, so they called timeout as the play clock was expiring.
Yeah, if they would have, Durfee would have jumped, I'm sure Coach Brown would have lost his mind.
Yeah, can't give yards away like that. No. Absolutely. But, yeah, no, the game at Diamond was, I mean, it was a good one, but like I said, not a whole lot of offense, but there was a lot of passing. And, I mean, when have you seen a football game 2.5 hours long? It was a long night because there were a lot of incomplete passes. They were passing so much. You're not going to catch every time. So, guess what? The clock stopped like on every other play.
I was watching this guy kick. He can kick it about 40 yards.
Tyler Wynn. Yeah. He's the punter.
That's a blast from the past.
Right. Some good hang time on it. Going to be landing around the 30, 25. It'll take a bounce. And it'll be dead shy of the 25. That's a good punt. Puts the Hilltoppers basically at touchback position, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal field position. It's not great, it's not terrible.
Well, I mean, most importantly, the score's 0-0. You know, so now they have the ball, and if, you know, they can drive down the field, and hopefully they can get a field goal or a touchdown here.
Well, again, the Hilltoppers had a 12-minute, 6-second drive to start the game. Didn't get any points out of it, but they ate up the entire first quarter. Again, we talk about shortening the game. Time of possession, that's pretty amazing. Taunton had the ball for that drive. They had it for
5 and some change.
Yeah,
5 minutes,
literally
10 seconds.
Yeah, basically, if that. It was just over 5. I mean, that's. And now the Hilltoppers have it. So if they can sustain a drive here and get some points, that'll go a long way since they're not going to get the ball to start the third. Thomas.
Oh, he's got
first pass.
Oh, he had number 1.
Oh, that's a late push, and that should be a flag. That's a little extra. They were already out of bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna want to go back to that play in the second half.
Yeah. You know, I get doing it since you just ran it down their throats for 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I get it. But I would have started with a running play. At least maybe get a couple yards and then try to spread it.
You know, as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So Hilltoppers do get 2 yards on it, but I would have liked to see them maybe go to the ground. Because now, if you're Taunton, you almost can just put money on that they're going to run it here. I mean, I'm expecting them to run it here on second down.
Yeah.
Second and a long 8. Maybe 9. A little bit of movement there. I thought maybe. Oh, bit of a break. Straight up the middle, a wide open lane, and that should be good for a first down.
You know,
chains are moving.
There's a lot of hitting going on right now.
Yeah, physical teams. Coach Sidwell was worried about that too when we talked to him down on the Tigers side of the field pre-game. He says, New Bedford was a good win, but says we're going to have our hands full tonight. Durfee is very physical. Yeah. And he's right. He's absolutely right.
You know, this is the first time I'm seeing Durfee. I watched on video. This is the first time I'm seeing Durfee live. And, you know, I am impressed the way they've come out. They lost. Can't think of his name. They lost Hall. And look at how impressive they've been on the. Whoa.
Another running play right up the middle. Saw the line kind of break, almost like parting the Red Sea. Kind of broke left, broke right. And there was a lane there, a quick 6 yards.
Out popped, was it Moses?
That's right. There you go. Didn't think you'd hear biblical references here in the football game.
We got a little bit of everything here for you
But it's the truth. They split open the line right there.
No points, though.
No points yet. 2nd and 4. Going the same play. And it works. First down, Hilltoppers. Still on his feet, diving forward. And Hilltoppers will get about 3 more yards after the play. Taunton thought they had a fumble recovery. We'll wait and see here, but I don't think so.
No, I think he was sticking the ball out, but his knee was down. You know, it's always dangerous when players, especially on, like, first down.
Especially when it's misty and damp.
Yeah.
I never like that. I mean, you know, if you're going for the end zone and it's do or die, all right, fine. It's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it's a scoreless game. You don't want to cough up the ball right now.
No.
It's been a pretty clean game for both sides.
No. Knock on. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it till Taunton has the ball.
We got wooden moldings here. We can knock on wood. It's all right.
Oh,
Holly.
They're going to call a holding on the wide receiver. Holding on the wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, the flag comes in.
Holly, the ball carrier. Brought down at the
You know,
top.
it's good.
Well, you saw it that quickly. Was it a hold? I was watching Holly. I wasn't watching behind the play. They called a hold 10 yards from the spot.
when you're blocking, right, you want to keep your hands inside.
Of course.
So,
yeah.
I mean, there's always holding on every play. Was it holding?
There is.
Yes, but was it?
Egregious.
No. You know?
And the Durfee 12th man let him hear it. So the Hilltoppers back now behind the 40
What do we got
at the
here?
38, 39.
First down 20?
A little less. I want to say first and 18
Okay.
because the spot of the foul came a couple yards up. So 10 yards from the spot. Oh, they're going to get it back. Down the field. Holly
no one's
to the
catching
end
him.
zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. 6 points for Durfee.
Javon Holly, the ball carrier, and he takes it in for a Hilltopper
How about that?
touchdown.
Take your penalty.
They just gave Javon more yards. That's all they did on that play.
Exactly. 61-yard rush for Javon Holly. And the Hilltoppers out in front 6-0 here
61-yard run
on the home
for
opener.
number one, Javon Holly.
What a run, huh?
So fast.
You know,
He's so fast.
can't tackle him.
If you saw the beginning of the game, our opening sequence, going back to last fall as well, there's a call from BJ McDonald and I did a game, and Holly,
Oh, okay.
Holly had the touchdown. It says, Javon Holly to the end zone. You hear me going nuts. Well, that's why, because when you're watching it in real time, it's just ridiculous how fast he gets down the field.
He's actually probably a better basketball player.
Oh, tremendous player.
He's an unbelievable athlete.
Sebastian Inacio will look to make it 7-0 with the point after. He was very good last year kicking, and the kick is good for a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, bad snap, great hold.
Yeah, no, seriously, Inacio was very good last year. I was impressed. We have not had a solid point after kicker in a long time, and he was
30
good.
years? I'm just kidding.
It's been a long time. No, seriously, how many times did you go when you coached, even when you were an assistant here and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was always just go for two, go for two.
It's iffy.
It is. It's
Although-
nice having a kicker.
Although if you kick the extra point and he misses, it's on the kicker. If you go for two and you don't make it, it's on the coach.
It's true. It's on the coach of the whole team.
Yeah.
Well, that was a little bit of a spark for the Hilltoppers, huh? 61-yard run after the penalty for Javon Holly. And boy, once he got a hold, this whole right side, there was nobody there, and nobody was catching him either.
If you can't score from the one, just score from 60 yards out, you know?
Right. Did that look like Jason Hall from last year or what? Seriously.
I don't know who's faster.
See, Hall had longer strides. So it did, you know what I mean? Holly's shorter strides, but he's so fast. It's like
like the road runner.
Off to the
Like
off to
road
the
runner.
races. Seriously. So, I mean, that's as fast as you'll see someone get down the field. I mean, really, he was booking it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so the Hilltoppers have themselves a lead here. 4:28 to play in this first half. Again, Taunton will get the ball
Yep.
at the start of the third quarter. So now if you're the Hilltoppers, you got to go on defense, and you want to keep doing what you're doing, basically. Keep doing what you've been doing. Limit the big plays. Be ready for the pass. And don't make too many penalties. We're starting to see a couple of penalties. Some of the flags coming out here, and the Hilltoppers have had more than Taunton. So no silly penalties.
What the defense wants to do in this position is bait the other team into making a bad play.
Yeah.
Right? They're in a rush to go down and score, even though they get the ball at half. You know, they're still in a rush to go down and answer you. So you gotta make them make a mistake.
Well, that's exactly right. Is that now they're down, so now that kind of sense of urgency kicks in.
Yeah.
Even though it's only one score, you think, oh, now we're playing from behind. The mindset changes when you play with a lead. And how many times have we said how different this team, Durfee, I mean, plays when they have a lead? How many times would we be behind after one drive? So this is a big spot here for the Hilltoppers to end this half. Running play on first down, be good for about 6 yards. Looking at second and maybe 3 or 4.
And you know the offense is going to go deep one of these plays here.
Oh, Leonard's going to let it fly, and that's what I mean. You got to be ready for it, because twice the receivers got down the line and beaten your guy.
Yeah, actually every single time they've
You
thrown
know?
the ball, there's been a guy open.
Yeah, so that's the thing. 2nd and 3 from the 40-yard line.
You know, so our corner's got it. Yeah, that's good space right there. You know, he's giving about 6 or 7 yards. He's probably going to backpedal a couple yards as he goes. Let it go, you know?
They hand it off at the line, and he trips on the handoff, so a gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. 3rd and short, as the clock will keep rolling. Interesting to note, or should I say something to mention, is that Taunton's already used 2 timeouts in this half.
Oh, wow.
They used it in the first quarter, and then they used one before they punted on the last drive. So they've already used 2 timeouts in this first half. So we've got to be strategic here, as the clock will keep rolling. Coming up on 3 minutes. Ball at the 41. Line to gain is the 43.5, so we'll give it a 3rd and 2.
Taunton likes the comeback routes.
Passing. Oh, that's a lateral. Oh, what a hit.
That's a risky call there.
That's a big-time hit, running into a wall.
Now Taunton's in trouble because they got a punt here. You can't give the ball to Durfee right now.
I wouldn't, and special teams is coming out as the changing of the guards. 3 and out for the Hilltoppers on defense.
Let's see if the Toppers take a timeout here or they'll let it run down.
That's how you answer defensively after your offense goes down and scores 7. Now again, Durfee here. Now they're ramped up, right? It's less than 5 yards for Taunton.
Thinking fake here, possibly?
Well, I'm thinking just don't do anything defensively. Don't go off sides.
Bad punt.
Short kick. Might have caught some wind, but it's going to get a favorable bounce, and it kind of deadens right at the, let's say, 37, 38, with 2:02 to play here in the second quarter. So Durfee with plenty of time to try to put some more points on the board. 2 minutes is a lot of time.
Yeah, well, they may only need 1 play.
They may.
Where were we when he scored last time, huh? We were in this general area.
It was
2 yards away?
Yeah, they were on the 39 because it was 61 yards. So you're right. If they did it from here, it'd be 63 yards.
You know? This is the inaugural home game for them, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because they were on the road last week.
Yeah.
So
let's see what they do. I'm interested.
Oh,
okay.
collision on the handoff. The Hilltoppers are able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. I think that was Cornell.
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8, Hilltoppers.
Yeah, I think here you probably do what's best for your team, whatever that is.
Well, Coach, what would you do here? Since you 2nd and 8 coming up, 90 seconds, the clock will keep rolling. Durfee not stopping it, so must not be interested in.
I'd do a little play action, go deep. Try it out
Take
once.
a shot.
You know, if you don't get it, obviously the clock stops, but Taunton only has 1 timeout. It'll be hard for them to drive down
Sure.
the field.
Another handoff. Up the middle. Stopped at the 45. Be about 3 yards short. 70 seconds left to play in the first.
Has Durfee completed a pass tonight?
The one and only pass, which was right here on that. Remember last drive?
3-yard gain they had.
That's it.
Okay.
Final minute here. Again, Durfee not calling timeout, so seems like Hilltoppers coaching staff content with the 7-0 lead and wanting to just run out this first half rather than take a deep shot, chance maybe a pick, something happen in open space.
That's true.
You know, you play it safe. You got the lead. Maybe you break free like Holly did.
I wonder if Taunton calls a timeout here.
Handoff to Cornell. Gain of a yard. Will bring up 4th down for the Hilltoppers.
Another injured player on the field, and he looks to be in pain.
Well, now I'm not sure what the high school rule is, but this might result in a timeout, which means Taunton could possibly still keep their timeout and the clock will stop now.
I think it will be a timeout. Strength and conditioning coach Ed Matenis, Kelly Mahoney, our trainer, Coach Taylor Brown, down there on the field. Can't see who it is, but they were very quick to get out there. Clock has stopped at 28 seconds here in the second quarter.
Once again, the score is 7-0. Hilltoppers on top of Taunton. Tauntons, what's their mascot? Taunton Tigers?
Tigers. That's 74, Rafael Vasquez. He gets up, stretching out the arm. So might have landed funny. Sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you too when you land on an arm like that. So slow to get up, but now doing okay, which is good. 4th and 1 for Durfee. Clock will wind here. And that may be the last play of the half. We'll see if maybe Durfee takes one shot here or if they're just going to wait it out.
I'd wait it out.
I mean, at this point, 10 seconds. Hilltoppers take a timeout with 2 seconds. What do you make of that? No, I'm surprised by that. Are they going to try to draw up a Hail Mary or something here?
The way Coach Brown's talking about, he's saying, hey, don't do anything silly here.
Sure.
So I don't know.
I'm very surprised to see that. I would have thought they'd just run it out here. You waited that long to call the timeout, so. Needless to say, you look at the one big play, and that was Holly. That's the difference in it, but there's been a bunch of little plays here that have factored into the result here through 2 quarters so far, or just about 2 quarters. I'm impressed by both sides. I think it's been a really competitive game.
Yeah, I think the fact that Taunton smacked up on New Bedford a little bit, last week, and Durfee lost a tough one. I think the fact that they are competing this well shows you both teams came out ready to play.
Yeah. Tigers on the field. Hilltoppers still in the huddle here. It's going to be 4th and 1 from their own 46 with 2 seconds to play here in this half. They will kick off to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yep, Taunton gets the ball.
Taunton will have it. The Hilltoppers in a lengthy timeout here.
Looks like they're going to take a knee. Oh, no.
What? You can't take a knee with 4th down.
Oh, yeah, it's 4th down.
So they got to run a play. Truthfully, they should, if they're not going to take a shot, hand it off and just.
Oh, he's just going to. Oh.
Thomas is going down the field for Holly, nothing doing. And that's how the first half will end here at Durfee. An impressive first half. Low scoring. Could very easily be 0-0. It could be very easily 14-0 Durfee.
If I was Isaiah, I'd be a little upset. He was at 100% completion rate. Now he's down to
1 for 2. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's all about stats, right, folks? It's all about the numbers, huh? Oh, my gosh. That's funny. All right. Well, Jay, we had to break it down here. What do you think here? We go into the second half. What does Taunton need to do? What does Durfee need to do?
I'd say Durfee just needs to keep pounding the ball. I would say if I was Taunton, you got to stack people in the box. They're playing with the 5-man front. Durfee's got 8 guys blocking, Sometimes they're not getting touched till they get to the second level, till their safeties are coming up and making a hit. You're not going to win a game like that.
Sure.
Especially with Durfee running as well. And it could easily be 14-0, like you said.
It could. Think of that first drive. Think of how long Durfee, the second quarter felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
Because of how fast the first quarter went.
Now, what does Taunton need to do offensively? I mean, they've got to air the ball out at this point. I think, that's where their strength is.
Yeah.
You don't see Durfee trying to throw the ball out. They know their strength.
Sure. All right, folks. Well, that's a wrap for the first half. It is halftime. The band will be performing. We're going to take a break here on Fred TV. We'll come back with the halftime show and the 3rd quarter. You're watching live Friday Night Lights on Fred TV. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Tebow from Fall River Community Media.
Join us as we track election results for Fall River preliminary election on Tuesday, September 21st.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook. We hope you can join us.
And as always, please make a plan to get out and vote.
Strike three called. Base hit and your game winner. Shot. Good. Hall with room. Hall taking it to the house.
This is a fresh new year. With the new year comes new opportunity for growth and learning. We're looking forward to seeing all of our scholars, our staff, back in the buildings where they belong.
Welcome back, Fall River students.
I can't wait to see all the new students. It's going to be so much fun, and I hope that they're going to be nice to other students. I just am so excited, pumped up. I am way almost dynamite.
My favorite thing is that they come in and they make such big progress. Their growth from September to June is just so huge. So usually when they leave like little independent learners and adults, and it's just so nice to see that change.
You don't have to cry. The day goes by quick, and the older kids will teach you what to do and what not to do. Be brave and have a good day.
For us, it's just another iteration of us supporting education. We feel it's the primary economic driver for this area. So we had about 30 volunteers who are spread out across the city today, giving all these students a thumbs up, the teachers a thumbs up, welcoming everybody back, because it's been a tough several months. So we want to celebrate the return to in-person learning.
If our kids aren't here, they're missing out. So we need kids in their seats so that they can learn. Every single minute that they're out of school, they're missing out on learning. So please, please get the kids into a routine so that they're in school and able to take advantage of every learning opportunity that is afforded to them.
It feels good, but I think everyone's just a little nervous the first day. Same thing as me. I had butterflies in my stomach last night. I couldn't sleep. Oh, yeah, I'm like, I need to refill my water bottle. Like, I was just tired. I'm just tired.
We're rebooting our makerspace this year, so it's a creative place for students to do special projects and to learn together. And just coming back together. You know, we're still in the pandemic, but we can safely be together and learn and grow.
Welcome back.
We wanted to just, motivate them a little bit and welcome them back and tell them to, put their best foot forward and try to get them to, start day one in a positive manner, and do everything we can to help motivate them.
I want kids to come to school, be active participants in their learning, ask questions, get involved, be there in mind and body so that you can learn from one another and also teach others.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Durfee High School. The band is on the field. So the Durfee Marching Band's halftime performance. Enjoy. Great performance by the marching band, everybody. Evan Massoud and Jason Springer with you as we clean up the field and get ready for the third quarter here. Cheerleading squad is on the field, so it appears we're going to see them as well.
You know, give some love to the cheerleading squad as well as the marching band. You know, they bring a lot of spirit to the school. A lot of people think it's just about the sports, but a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort goes into these extracurricular activities as well.
Yeah, and you know, 2 years ago, I think it was 2, might even be 3 now. You know, they all start, after you've been doing this now 10 years, they all really start to blend. But seriously, but we had the marching band for one of the big 3, I think it was 3 years ago, for the New Bedford basketball game, and it was such a great atmosphere in the gym to have that. We had never done it before.
Marching band, wow.
Yeah, and I thought it was fantastic. And truthfully, you know, I look at the way the gym is configured now with those two baseline bleacher sets now as well that can kind of cap off.
You know, not all
you
of
haven't
us
been
are privileged enough to know the inner workings of the school yet.
We'll get more on that. Music has started, so let's enjoy the cheer squad, and we'll talk more about the field house. All right, stay with us, folks. Great job by the cheerleading squad here, and the crowd has come back to life as the third quarter is about to begin here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud and Jason Springer with you. Durfee will kick off, but they have themselves a 7-0 lead here thanks to that 61-yard mad dash from Javon Holly late in the second quarter.
Yeah, and for those who are just tuning in, Durfee had the ball on offense the entire first quarter.
That's right, the entire first quarter and a couple seconds. Time of possession is probably, I want to say, about a 3-1, maybe 4-1 advantage. Well,
I would say
it's definitely 4-1 because think about it, whole quarter.
It's probably been 18 to 3 minutes. Durfee with the ball.
Yeah, it's incredible how much it's been skewed Durfee's way, and you know, I look at that and I say, wow, they did come up short on that opening drive and not score. It really should be a 14-0 game. Durfee should be out by 2 scores at minimum. But hey, you take the 7-0 lead. You hope you can build on it. The defense has answered the bell right after they scored. They came up with the 3-and-out.
3-and-out.
Now they're going to be asked to do the same thing here, as Taunton had a pretty decent return. They got themselves inside the 35, shy of the 40.
Yeah, let's see what Taunton decides to come out and do. They haven't been able to run the ball well. They have found open wide receivers.
Yeah.
They haven't connected on a lot of them, but let's see what they try to do here. Durfee comes out. Durfee comes out in a 4. Okay, Durfee comes out in a 4-3.
Still pretty mild here as we've passed the 8 o'clock hour. Mid to upper 60s thanks to the mist and the clouds. A big break here on 1st and 10. Going to be short by about a yard, 9-yard carry.
Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, I slipped. I let the Fall River up. 9 yards.
9 yards.
Holy cow. That doesn't usually happen. 9-yard carry on 1st down.
They say that kid's a runner. Leonard, the quarterback there.
Yeah.
They said he can throw it, but he can also run it. So
well, that was a good keeper.
Yeah, let's see if they open it up here.
They didn't really do that in the first half, with him at least. They had 32 there, Parada. He had a few carries and had quite a few passes.
We got twins stacked here. Look out, Durfee better be prepared for something.
They hand it off.
Wow.
Oh, pulled back. I don't think he got there. If this line judge thinks he got there, he's way off. Because we're looking right, I'm literally straight at the line to gain. I don't think he got there.
That's right, Evan. You do have the best view in the house, so if you say he's not there.
I'm at the 48-49. That's where the play was, and I think he's half a yard short.
I think they're going to need the chains.
They're moving the chain. Wow. How can you move the chains when the chain was in front of the ball? They didn't even measure. I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I mean, forget where the runner got. Where they put the ball was not enough for a 1st down. I don't like the call. 1st down, Taunton. Got to live with it. Leonard passing, airmail down the field, looking for his man. Oh, he's got him! Touchdown, Tigers! Trent Santos finally got some separation, and the Tigers are on the board. 7-6 the score. It took 49 seconds. So much for time of possession, Jay. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. He's gone to Santos a couple times and have come up empty. That time he connected.
You know, the average scoring drive, I would say, is what? 1 minute?
Right now.
Yeah. Meaning that the team who scores, they only have the ball for 1 minute.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Well, the Tigers will look to tie it up here with the point after. And it is going to be Nathan Keenan. Kick is on its way. Line drive kick is good.
Kick is good.
And we have ourselves a tie ball game, 7 apiece, as we begin the 3rd quarter.
Well, at least it's not boring.
A lot of football to be played here yet, Jay.
That is true.
And that's exactly what we were saying. So Durfee's defense has been very good tonight, but there have been a couple opportunities where Taunton was able to airmail it down, and you got to be ready for the deep threat. There were 2 backs down the field for Durfee. They could not catch up with Santos.
Yeah, you know, the wide receiver got behind his corner, the guy playing him, and the safety.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that kid's just really that fast.
Seems to be, because he got separation early in the game down this way when we thought there was a pass interference.
Yeah.
The first drive for Taunton. So I look at that and I say, Durfee better be ready for the deep threat, because it took only a couple tries, but they connected, and you know Coach Sidwell is seeing that now.
Yeah, I think from here on you're going to see Taunton come out, run the ball, play action, throw it deep. You know, I think that's there. I don't think the run game's there, but whereas we got a team of opposites here.
Exactly. We've seen Durfee pass twice, and one of those passes was like just an airmail shot to try to do something at the end of the half.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say, oh, it was just a wasted pass. I don't mean that.
It's like a full court shot.
Right, that's what I mean. Highly improbable. It's the only play you have in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, it's a design play, but it's a very low percentage play.
And I've got to say, not that this is a fashion show or anything, but I'm digging the orange cleats by number 24 on Taunton right now. You know, he's got a little swag out there, as
Demetrius Sherion.
Okay.
Yeah, they look good. Anything neon really pops out on the field.
Yeah. Oh, nice
line drive kick, hooking to the left.
Oh, boy.
And it will not go out of play. Oh man. Flag in the back. An illegal block is called.
Oh,
and that's a problem because guess what? As great as this looks, it's going all the way back, folks. This should be a return, and it's going all the way back. It is not going to be first and goal.
That is unacceptable.
Isaiah Thomas pleading his case down the back of the field. He doesn't like the call. There's a flag all the way back at the 5-yard line. And we saw this happen last season against Dartmouth. There were 3 touchdowns taken away, or at least first and goal situations just like that taken away by flags in the back.
That's unacceptable.
Coaching staff not happy either. They're all on the field. Cheating onto the field to voice their opinions. So the Hilltoppers, instead of first and goal from what was probably the 3-yard line, Holly's coming out. He was slow to get up. He's going to see our strength and conditioning coach, Ed Matenis. Hopefully nothing bad, and it's just a play that he's going to miss. But now Durfee all the way back. They're going to basically be at the goal line here. Illegal block in the back.
Well, the worst part about that is now their #1 running back is now off the field for this play, and they're backed up.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a momentum swing there.
These block in the back calls are just as bad as holding for me. I really don't like them. I'm not excusing the player. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
But the point is, though, is you see that so often, and it always seems to happen on a big play. These get pulled back. That's because usually he creates some room, obviously, right?
Yeah.
You create and spit fumble, and I think Taunton's going to have the ball at the 5 or 6-yard line.
Cornell, the ball carrier, fumble on the play, recovered by number 55.
Now this should be a flag. Running across the field with the ball. That's a little bit much, don't you think, for third quarter?
I agree.
I can tell you we've been flagged for less.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think they're going to have to make a play here. You know, the running back, he's fighting. You know, he's fighting for extra yards. You know, they're backed up in their own end zone. He's just trying to make a play, but you know, you got to have both hands on the ball at that point.
Yeah, and again, Holly was not out there for that play. He's back out there now.
To Taunton's credit, they put their helmet on the ball. You know, they did exactly what they were supposed to do down there. They knew it was going to be a run. They came up, they filled, stopped the run game. Next guy came in, hit the guy, popped the ball out. Then they fell on it. So
a huge swing here in momentum after the Hilltoppers should have been down at the other goal line. A block in the back and a fumble.
Quarterback's going to keep it here.
Almost a bad snap. Pass, end zone. Flag coming in the backfield.
Incomplete. Intended for number 10. There was a flag on the play.
So an incomplete pass.
Holding on the Tigers.
Holding on the Tigers. That's going to help Durfee out because that penalty's coming basically at the it's going to be at the spot of the foul, which is basically the line of scrimmage. It came from the back judge. So 10 yards back.
Yeah, so we're looking at first and goal at, what, the 18? Oh, no.
Looks to be about the 15-ish. Let's see. Well, they're going to mark the ball now. They're going all the way to the 8. You're right, 18-yard line, Jay. Good call.
Yep.
So first and goal now. They'll replay the down, but 10 yards further back from the 18-yard line. So maybe this is the break Durfee needs. Penalty like this hurt the Hilltoppers in their first drive. They got backed up on that illegal shift. Didn't recover from it. Fake the pass, they hand it off to the sidelines.
Hand off to number 22. Pushed out of bounds at the Hilltopper.
Player down.
7 yards.
Another player down on the field. Looks like one of the Hilltoppers.
Kids must be in some real pain, you know. Doesn't look good right now.
Another injury timeout here at Durfee.
I mean, Coach Sidwell, right? Guy from Taunton? Coach from Taunton, he did say this game was going to be all about the ebbs and flows. You know, and Taunton handled a good ebb at the beginning of the game when Durfee was driving. You know, they stopped him. Then, you know, they started off the second half with a touchdown. And now, you know, they have the ball here in scoring position. So you're thinking they're at least going to get a field goal out of him unless Durfee can create a turnover.
Well, they got a good chunk of yards back on that run to make it 2nd and goal from the 7 or thereabouts. That's where they're going to be. We're going to step aside here for a quick break while they're in the timeout. Stay with us here. Third quarter, 9:34 to play in the third. Very early in the third, a 7-7 game.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from Fall River Government Television.
And I'm Keith Tebow from Fall River Community Media.
Join us as we track election results for Fall River preliminary election on Tuesday, September 21st.
Our live coverage starts at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 29 city precincts.
And we'll be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch our coverage on FRG-TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on Facebook. We hope you can join us.
And as always, please make a plan to get out and vote.
Back here at Durfee. Still working on the injured player here, helping him up and having to carry him off the field. Oh, you hate to see that. That is number 15 for Durfee, Sebastian Inacio, Durfee's kicker, and he's in a lot of pain. Injuries are part of the game, folks, but never like to see it. Trying to stretch out the knee, so it looks to be a knee injury. We're gonna head back to resume play back out on the field here, but Inacio's hurt.
Yeah, you never want to see that.
We saw last week one of the Case players ended up with a neck injury. One of his players collided with him and snapped his neck back. He had to be taken off on a stretcher. We had like a 15-20 minute delay. Passing, end zone, wide open, touchdown, Tigers. That only adds insult to the injury.
Yeah.
Tigers 13, Hilltoppers 7.
There's a lot of game left here, but Durfee's really got to.
Another player down in the end zone. Coach Kelly Mahoney, our trainer, heading out there now. As Coach Matenas is with Inacio, a timeout on the field after the 6 points.
Well, at least Inacio's looks like a hamstring, you know? Looks like something's tight on him. And I've had hamstrings that cramp up on you, and those things feel like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, and they are stretching him out. Like I said, he was hurting, but they're stretching him out for sure.
Yeah.
And now down in the end zone, cannot see who that is.
I think they're retaping him right now. Well, Ignacio's. Oh yeah, he's got, as they say, a Charlie horse, my friend.
All cramped up.
Those things, not fun. Yeah.
Yep, they're working it out. Well, you know, that's a good thing, right? We don't want to blow out a knee. So, I mean, it's not to say it feels any better, but at least it doesn't look to be anything serious.
Yeah.
I mean, you see someone get carried off, you think of the worst, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a light chuckle, you know?
Yeah. So 13-7, the Tigers have scored 13 unanswered. They'll look to make it 14 here with the point after. Nathan Keenan 1 for 1. Flag on the extra point, and offsides called against Durfee.
Offside on the Hilltopper.
It's going to push the kick further towards the goalposts.
That was an interesting choice of words.
Crowd showing its disdain. Oh, they're going to go for two. Was it a bad snap or just a fake? Runs into a wall.
Oh, bad snap.
No good. So a little consolation prize for the Hilltoppers as they're down 6 and not 7.
Well, you know, at the end of the game,
you never know.
You never know when that's going to come back to get you.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I think the Hilltoppers need a minute to regroup here. A lot of drama has happened in less than 3 minutes here to start this second half. You've had a couple players go down. You had the big play that looked like it was, you know, a major adrenaline rush here in the stadium, and it comes all the way back, 100 yards back because of the block in the back. You fumble the ball on your first play out of the end zone after the penalty. Hilltoppers look a little bit sloppy, like it's getting into their heads all of a sudden here. Momentum is clearly shifted.
Well, now that you put that all in perspective, Ev, I would say Durfee is in a little bit of trouble. Good thing is they have the ball now. If they do go down and score and kick the extra point, they will be up 1 point, and it'll be like none of this ever even happened. You know, that's the great thing about sports.
Yeah, pressure's on the Hilltoppers, though, for sure right now,
yes,
because Taunton has all the momentum coming out of the half.
And there's my guy with the orange cleats.
Well, let's see if this return works a little better for the Hilltoppers than the last one. The last one looked like it was going to be something spectacular, and it came all the way back.
Yeah, I would doubt they would kick it to him again.
Yeah. Scooped it around the 15. Oh, boy, coming in hot and heavy for the tackle.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Great play. Great play.
Who was that who made the tackle?
Keenan's kick is.
Yeah.
I hope not orange cleats.
I couldn't tell you. Again, it's I can't see the numbers that far away, unfortunately, with this driving mist that we have. Well, as much as the Hilltoppers shortened this game in the first half, in the first quarter, second quarter and now this third quarter has been incredibly long. See if Durfee can kind of shorten things up again here, try to sustain a drive. Thomas running.
Oh, that's a horse collar.
It's a horse collar, and quite honestly, and I'm going to be picky here, after you just fumbled the ball, Thomas cannot be running with the ball in just one hand. If he's going to run like that, he's got to tuck it. I know he's trying to think about faking the throw and keep running, but you got to tuck that ball. That's like ready for Strip City.
Yeah, you know.
Seriously.
I mean, that's fundamental one-on-one.
Yeah.
I also think that defender, that's not a good play to make.
Oh, no, of course not.
He's running out of bounds. You don't have to grab him.
No. So right there, two miscues, I would say. You got the defensive mistake there with the horse collar, but you know, I get what Thomas was doing. I know he was looking down. He wanted to try to keep faking the pass so that the defense, you know, maybe would back off a bit, give him some more space, but you can't chance losing the ball right there after there was just a fumble on the previous drive.
No, I'm going to say, don't do that again.
No, don't do it again. Tuck the ball.
I'm going to say, let's pound the ball here.
That's a good chunk of yardage Durfee just got back. That's a personal foul, so running it up the chute and taken back. It's going to be a loss, I think.
Number 74 whiffed on a block there.
That'd be Rafael Vasquez.
Yep. Came out of the game early. But I will tell you this, Taunton's creeping both their safeties up. So if Durfee can get behind the corner, you know, they've got a bunch of field there. So.
Well, and that's kind of what happened when Holly had his touchdown run earlier. He got through the line so fast, the safeties were chasing him only 10 yards up the field. He was already by him. So you're right. That might come back to hurt them again if Durfee can get by the initial surge of the defense. Thomas rolling out. passing on the run, and it's incomplete.
Ball
was there. Ball was there.
Got to catch that.
Thomas's pass is incomplete. Third down and 9. Hilltop.
Third down and 9 coming up here.
I was just thinking to myself, where is the first down yard marker?
Line to gain is the 44. Only 1 yard gained on this set of downs, so third down and 9 coming.
Third down and 9. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Setting up trips to the near side here. Haven't seen that look yet from Durfee. Thomas looking to pass. Got to scramble.
Gotta let it go.
Passing on the run.
He's got him. He's got the first.
Oh, it's going to be very close. Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Spot is good.
He's got that.
Caught right at the 45. The line to gain was the 44, and the Hilltoppers moved the chains. Great footwork there, by the way, on that catch.
Who was that, number 2?
If that's number 2, that's Jaden Lewis.
Yep.
Great footwork. You saw him as soon as the ball was in hands, the head went down.
Toe touch. Both feet, too.
Beautiful. Yeah. Watching Julio Jones, I guess, on NFL Sundays, huh?
That's true.
So first down.
Now we can go
first
back
and
to
10.
We can go back to pounding it.
From the 45.
Boom.
That's going to be a loss of yards.
Number 77 on that time.
Hitting the backfield for a loss of a yard. Second down and 11, Hilltoppers.
Second down and 11, ball on the 44. So the loss of a yard. Durfee playing behind the chains now with the 1 yard loss. Quick pass. Oh boy, that was almost picked off. Pressure was coming quickly. Nice turn there.
I'll tell you what, that's a good play call, because if they're going to stop us from pounding up the middle, we definitely have them speed on the outside.
Yeah, the key is getting that separation, though, to be able to make it out and break outside.
Sometimes you just got to throw it out there.
Yeah. That was very quick pressure off the corner there. 6 yard carry puts the Hilltoppers right at midfield, needing 5 more yards. Third down and 5 from the 50.
Let's see what Taunton does with their safeties here. You know, they've been bringing them up, and when they've brought them up, they've stopped the run.
Side note here, Inacio is standing on the sideline, stretched out, hydrating, seems to be doing okay. Pivotal 3rd and 5 here from midfield. Thomas dropping back.
He's going to let it go. Oh.
He is going to let it go, and it's going to be incomplete.
Thomas's pass intended for number 1, Javon Holly, incomplete.
You know, that was one of those wide receivers should keep going, you know. You've got Jelon Harvey, speed on speed. He's got it.
I don't know. I don't love that play call. I'm being honest. I don't. There was so much room on this near side to run it on 3rd and 5. I don't know. Not loving it.
Well, by Taunton's formation, they weren't going to let them run the ball.
No, and I get that, of course. But it seemed like there was a lot of room on this near side. Hilltoppers are going to punt on 4th down. First time punting tonight. Jaden Lewis back for the long snap. And he lets it go.
It's not a bad punt.
It's going to get a favorable bounce as it goes out of play, so that's good. Hilltoppers got a couple extra yards thanks to the bounce. Should pin Taunton down inside the 30. It does. About the 28-yard line, that's where the Tigers will take over. But unfortunately for Durfee, they come up empty here on a drive that I think they really needed to answer on.
Yeah, and even worse, it looks like Javon Holly is not going to be on the field for defense for them right now. He's actually over here on the sidelines.
So is that him way off near the bleachers?
Yeah, that's him way off.
He went down awkwardly after that big return that got called back. And wondering if maybe he's still something still bothering him. 1st and 10 for Taunton. Play is dead by the line judge. And it looks like they're signaling encroachment, or neutral zone infraction.
On the play, offsides on the Hilltoppers.
The neutral zone infraction. Offsides doesn't stop the play, but neutral zone infraction does, even though the signals are the same. So neutral zone infraction puts Taunton up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 at the 33. Passing near side, connecting to Santos, going to cut back in, trying to get him at the ankles, dives forward, and is going to be close to the marker.
Yeah, he's about what?
Yard short.
2 yards short.
Looking at the line judge here, he put his arms up. That's about a yard. So I'd say ball's at the 32, 2nd and 1.
Yeah. I wonder what Taunton's going to do here. Let's see. I will tell you the second half has gone by a lot slower than the first half.
Yeah, pace of play has slowed tremendously here. I mean, seriously. Another pass. Same exact play. Santos further outside this time. Dives across the 45. Tackled at the 47, 46, 47 for a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think that play, I mean, that trips play is going to be there all night just because if they come out in trips, then Durfee has to adjust, and then if Durfee adjusts, now it's an inside run game. And Durfee's been willing to give that up, and now Taunton is taking advantage of that.
Right, and now that's 2 plays in a row, so I have to think that the Hilltopper is going to have Santos, on their attention span. Well, that gives Taunton the opportunity to mix it up on the far side. Play is on this side of the field now, so there's a lot of room on the far side. They look Santos, going to hurl it down. Leonard, a little bit of a wobbly pass. Does he have his guy? I believe he's caught it.
Well,
catch is made. Another airmailed pass from QB Jacob Leonard, who really can get behind a throw.
Yeah, I mean, he can put the ball on the spot, as they say.
Jose Turan with the reception down the far side.
Is that one of those kids they told us to watch out for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a couple wide receivers that they can throw to.
Coach Sidwell said they really like to spread the field.
Yeah.
They don't just rely on, say, 1 or 2 backs and 1 or 2 wide receivers. They try to get everybody involved, and we've seen that. They're not afraid to target a bunch of different people.
No, and they've opened it up here. Sprinkled in a little bit of run, sprinkled in a little bit of pass.
A piece to the ball carrier.
Now Taunton's they're leaning on Durfee right now.
Another Durfee player down. That looks like Mick Coronel, number 3, and he's grabbing the hammy. But he's cramping up here.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these guys, players are playing both ways.
A fair number of them are. Assistant Coach Powers was telling us before the game that they got quite a few guys playing both sides of the ball. They typically do. I mean, that's not uncommon for Durfee.
No.
But Mick is one of those players.
Yeah, he's the running back, correct?
He started. He was the one getting a lot of the snaps to start the game.
That's the beginning of it.
Yeah. Mick is coming off the field under his own power. A little slowly, though. Got to hydrate. That helps the cramping issue, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, one time we're coming back. So I played college football. We had a game in Maine. We're coming back to Vermont. We had a kid get a cramp. He had a cramp for like 4 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
We just fed him bananas. Didn't work, though. The key is to hydrate before, not during.
Yeah. 4 hours. Man, that's got to be painful.
Yeah.
That's a long bus ride home. Fake the pass. They handed it off on 2nd and 5 from inside the 10.
Handoff to Parada.
Looks like they're going to be short of the first by about a yard or two.
3rd down and 2, Tigers.
So let's say 3rd and 2. Marathon 3rd quarter here at Durfee. Still three. Still 3.5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
I feel like you could have put 8 first quarters inside the 3rd
Seriously, think about it. If the 1st quarter didn't go by practically in real time, it'd be almost 9 o'clock by now. As it is, it's after 8:30. Halftime was long too, by the way, between the bunch of performances. Should be a touchdown for the Tigers, and it is.
Taunton's leaning on him right now.
Taunton with another 6 points. Lead at 19-7. 19 unanswered points for the Tigers.
Well, good thing here is they probably got to go for 2. And if they don't get to 2, then you could win it later on in the game somehow, some way.
Well, like I said, I think, I think some of the things that transpired, particularly that big running play, the big return that got pulled back, still in Durfee's head. Between that and the fumble, and in the blink of an eye, your 7-0 lead is now a 13-7 deficit. And Taunton has definitely changed some things up at halftime as well,
Yeah.
mind you.
I think Taunton knew, hey, we can get behind these guys. I mean, but that 7 points Durfee didn't get at the beginning of the game, that's coming back to haunt them right now.
It is. Illegal substitution we're hearing here on that flag. Javon Holly is on the sidelines with strength and conditioning coach Ed Matenis, and he seems really down right now.
Yeah, he came in with a groin injury.
Yeah, and he's grabbing at his hamstring as well. He may be cramping up as well.
Yeah.
And it's only week 2. I mean, here's the thing. This is the senior year for this group, this core group of guys. You don't want to lose somebody that's a spark plug like Holly in game 2.
You can't.
You can't because
that's disastrous for your season.
Yeah. And, this group, I always felt when they got to their senior year could really have a special senior year because, as you said, they've been playing with each other for so long. Kick is good despite the penalty from Nathan Keenan. And it is 20-7 in favor of Taunton with 3:03 to play here in the 3rd. And both teams are going to be on the road next week as well. Taunton will be on the road again next week. Durfee will hit the road. They're going to be close by, though. They're going to Somerset.
Okay.
So they'll get to see the Blue Raiders.
What is that called? The Battle of the Bridge? What is that called?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Whatever you want to call it.
We'll call it the Battle of the Bridge.
Battle of the Bridge. I like that.
Right over the Braga.
It's cool. That works.
That works.
So they're going to Somerset. Somerset lost in week 1 on their home. I think they were home last week.
I do not know, actually.
I think they were. We were getting score updates at Diamond, and I was kind of half hearing it because I'm commentating the game, and PA was going over scores, so it's kind of listening, but not. Good return for the Hilltoppers all the way back to midfield, and more importantly, no little yellow flags on the field on that return. That's a big return for Durfee. Taunton's going to be going up the road to Middleborough next week, so not too far.
Middleborough's a good program.
Yeah, not too far. Just a trip up 44.
Did they call another? No, I don't think so. Right, there was no penalty.
There is. There's a flat.
There was a flag on the play for an illegal block in the back by Durfee.
So I take back what I said. Flag was on the play, didn't see it. But needless to say, more yardage taken away from the Hilltoppers on a return. This is a theme, it seems, every year. Got to work on special teams, because obviously they're watching you. The more you do it, the more they're going to be watching for it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to get in front of the guy. Even if you run in front of the person with your hands up, right, you're still in front of them.
Oh, no doubt. But I'm just saying, I think it requires a look on special teams. If this keeps happening, you can't have a play come back 90 yards because someone made a block in the back.
And then,
you know what I mean?
And then do it again.
Right. It's bad enough that you would have had first and goal, and instead you were back down into your own end zone, and now same thing here. It should have been at midfield, and now they're lining up at the 33-yard line.
And your overwhelming issue is you're a running team. So now you're down by 2 touchdowns, and you've got to run the ball.
Yep, exactly.
So we're here. Taunton's kept the safety back. Safety's now back. You know, they're not trying to get beat.
Well, they're up by 2 scores. Now they got a little bit more room for error. Now the flag on.
Hopefully this is helmet to helmet.
Flag on the play.
I mean, you got to keep the kids safe, and that looked like helmet to helmet.
Yeah. Clock is stopped at 1:56 here in the third, waiting on the penalty call. It's the official getting the word from one of the umpires. Personal foul. Targeting against Taunton.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're saying, Jay. Good call.
He did come in.
Oh, yeah, definitely dove in it. Absolutely.
Well, I just think, you know, as a defender, you try to get low, but then the running back gets low. So now you two are meeting.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily, done on purpose. You're trying to make the play, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh boy, he's going down too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's one of those. It's a tough one, but of course, its safety is the top priority here.
Yes.
As they got to move the chains here.
Well, first downs for the whole team are always good. Touchdowns are better.
Yeah. It's going to put Durfee across midfield. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed this marathon first week here. First full week of games and first full week of school. Because last week was Labor Day. It seems like that was like forever ago. I mean, really. But first full week of school here at Durfee, and we had sports for you every single day. Next week's a little bit lighter, and we invite you to tune into one of our friends in the business, I guess you could say, Dartmouth Community Media next week. Down the field, Thomas, end zone, touchdown! One play.
That's a good play, but he's holding the ball out again.
Takes it in for a Hilltopper touchdown.
20-13. Yeah, I just sat down. I've been standing through all this. I'm going to stay seated for a while.
You know, I got my energy back.
No, I'm staying seated.
What a great block.
Huge block.
I don't know who the running back was, but he came through. He made a great lead block on that play.
Another big play. So the Hilltoppers are getting it done with the big play tonight, right? The long sustained drives don't seem to be working for Durfee, but they get some separation. They get that one big play, and it's happening again. And you could have had 3 if you didn't have that block in the back. Think about that.
So you think the game could be 28-20 right now?
I'd say that a touchdown was taken away because of the block in the back.
Well, I'm talking about the original drive.
Oh, that too. Well, no, of course, that too. But I'm saying
because of penalties.
False start on the Hilltoppers. They're going to kick it again.
On the Hilltoppers.
I can't understand that.
Now, Ignacio is usually the kicker, but he's not out there right now. As he had come out, I think that was Thomas who kicked the ball. I don't see Ignacio unless I'm missing him on the field here. I don't see 15. I think that was Thomas who kicked it.
Thomas is 4, right?
Yeah, and he's in the back. Yeah, I think he's the one who sent it off.
Yeah, maybe 15's holding it. Because I don't see him on the sidelines.
It's possible.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
holding.
yeah. Inacio's holding right now.
It's an easy switch.
Oh, no. Inacio's kicking. Thomas is down to hold. Okay. And they're going to go for it here. They're going to try it again from the air. Kick on its way. Low line drive, and it is good.
Down by 6 points.
A lot of football yet here. A lot of football to play, but that's a spark right there for the Hilltoppers. They needed that big time.
Ebbs and flows.
Ebbs
Evan.
and flows.
Ebbs and flows.
You got it. Well, as we get ready for kickoff, I was about to say that next week, boys soccer is hitting the road on Tuesday, and as has happened in the past, you all know I do some games for Dartmouth Community Media as well, DCTV. And like last year and the year before, now that Durfee and Dartmouth are in the same conference, those guys tend to schedule some of the Durfee games because they can get me to do the games. So I'm going to be actually in Dartmouth on Tuesday for a 4 o'clock boys soccer game. Durfee on the road against Dartmouth. And don't you worry for the girls fans. When girls soccer heads to Dartmouth, I'm going to have that call as well from on the road. So on Dartmouth Community Media, on their YouTube channel or their Facebook page, you can get the link for streaming that game. So if you can't be there in Dartmouth for the 4 o'clock game next Tuesday, you can see it there, and I'll have the call of that one. Don't forget, Tuesday is the preliminary election for the mayoral race here in Fall River.
That it is.
Make it a point to vote, folks. Voter turnout is always putrid. I'm sorry. I'm being blunt about it, but we cover it for the government channel here in the city, and the voter turnout is horrible every year. Get out and vote. Have your say. We have field hockey, weather permitting, on Wednesday from right here at Durfee. And then on Friday, we're hopefully going to have a doubleheader. Girls soccer at 3:30 and then football from Diamond at 7. We're just waiting on confirmation that football is at 7 at Diamond. Originally 6:30, that might be a little tight with the soccer game at 3:30. So we'll see what happens. Flag here on the kickoff as it goes out of play. And it's going to give Taunton some good field position. So pretty good week of sports next week. A little lighter than this week, but we will still have pretty good lineup of games for you. Again, if you have not, please like and follow us on Facebook at Fred TV Sports so that you don't miss a beat here, any live stream action that we have. If you don't have Facebook, you can catch the game afterwards on YouTube on demand. Subscribe to our YouTube channel under the same name, Fred TV Sports.
Well, you got to think if you're Taunton, you would come out running. Since you can score in the air, why would you,
Well, I'm looking to see where Santos is, and I think Santos is here on this near side. The lone receiver on the near side as they have trips spread out to the other side. Yeah, Santos right here, number 10, but they're going to run it instead. And that was a very fast handoff and a great run there from the Tigers. Good for 12, 13 yards.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are going to try to lean on Durfee right now. Probably run the ball, keep the ball to the end of the third quarter, and then come out swinging it.
Yeah, coming up on 75 seconds left to play in this third quarter.
I think that was their best run of the game, right?
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of good runs, Taunton. But that's because, their passing game is so prolific. Yeah,
they got that trips. They have the numbers.
They have the numbers, and they have Leonard. The receivers are pretty tall. Fake the handoff. Leonard's going to keep it. QB keeper. And trying to cut back in. He's going to go down after a gain of maybe 3 yards, it looks like.
Leonard with the keeper.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I'd put the ball in his hands just because he is such, a big part of their game.
Yeah, you don't want a chance of freak injury keeping the ball, landing funny or something like that, and then all of a sudden, now you can't throw. Now you're down your QB.
Yeah, and defensively, your favorite person to hit is the quarterback. So when you see them with the ball, your eyes light up.
It's like target practice.
Yeah, pretty much. Although he's a big guy and he's fast and he's shifty.
No, he's got good feet. 5'10", 170.
He's still a target, though.
He's still a target, absolutely. Going to run out the third. 2, 1, and the horn will sound.
All right.
3 quarters done here at Durfee. This marathon third quarter has finally come to an end.
We move into the fourth quarter. Wow.
I feel like halftime was an hour ago.
Yeah, I feel like.
Really? Come on now.
The first quarter, what time did the first quarter ended at 7:30?
No, the first quarter, I looked at the clock. The first quarter ended at 7:15. It was practically real time. Because I think there was 1 stoppage in play, maybe 2. There were 2 penalties, right, during that drive?
Yeah, actually.
And that's it. So the clock just kept rolling the whole time.
So
seriously, so it was almost a real-time quarter. I mean, that is not a normal situation by any stretch.
No. And now everything's changing, so the flip sides, it's the fourth quarter. We got 2nd down and 6 here.
2nd and 6. I always love when they switch quarters at midfield because then you don't have to go too far. You know,
yeah, that's true.
When they like in the first quarter, Durfee's knocking at the door to the end zone at a 4th and 5. They gotta go 90 yards the other direction to get play going.
I'm gonna blame the field switch on why they didn't score.
I'm not. I'm blaming. Sorry, I'm blaming the 3rd down play where they went back, where Ollie lost yards because he couldn't. The blocking wasn't there. He missed no open lane, and he had to retreat, and the defense was there, and he lost yards. I don't blame Holly singly. I'm saying it was not a good play. I don't think the field switch had anything to do with it. Remember though, 4th and 5. Remember they didn't cut. Remember you called the play too. He didn't cut in. You
Fourth
said
down. Oh,
third down. Remember, you mentioned on that play it was a QB keeper, and you thought
he cut in.
You said he cut in. You would have liked him to stay outside. So that's possibly a situation there. We can scrutinize every play. We're sitting here in the booth. We can do that. That's
true.
not to diminish what's going on the field. It's a lot harder down on the field.
That's why they pay us the big bucks.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, seriously, the field is an intimidating place. I mean, you and I were talking about it down when we were talking to the coaches. Said, "Wow, these kids are big." And I said to you something along the lines of, "I don't remember us being this big when we were in high school."
Well, I was big, but
right? But I was taller than you.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I was muscular.
And I feel little on the field. I'm 6'1", 6'2". 3rd and 4. Aaron it out.
We got a pick here.
Picked off by the Hilltoppers. Taking it back. Hold that ball. Down the field. No flags visible. Tackled at the 20. Hilltoppers will take over in the red zone. A turnover for the Tigers. And Durfee in business to start the 4th.
I love it.
That's huge. And you know what, too? Receiver was there.
Yeah, that's actually
it was a great pass, but our secondary was there this time.
That's the only bad decision he's made today.
Our corner was back there. He didn't have to run after the ball. Durfee was playing back.
Yeah.
He was back, and he came back to the ball. He wasn't having to chase down the ball. So he had the clear sights on it. No flags, and the Hilltoppers have the ball at the 18 of Taunton. 1st and 10 from the 18. And the Tigers will call a timeout here at 10:45. Well, the crowd just woke up again. I have to say, you can't see across very well, but Taunton's got a full cheering section, a full student cheering section. You have a bunch of families. I mean, this is about as full as you'll see Mac Aldridge Field shy of Thanksgiving. Seriously, this is a tremendous atmosphere right now, particularly after so many limitations, a year ago with regards to fan attendance and whatnot in the middle of the pandemic, of course. And but this is to see this many people here is fantastic. diving forward on first down.
Hand off to Cornell.
Mick Cornell. Short gain, about 2 yards on the carry.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8, as we're back out of that timeout there. Thomas rolling out, pressure, passing, does connect, and will get some positive yards. Small gain though on the play, not many, maybe 2 yards. Yeah, about 2 yards. So looking at a 3rd and 6 here. 3rd and 6 from, it looks like the 14-yard line. Yeah, 14-yard line, just inside the 15. Without a doubt, 2-down territory here. This is a spot, though, where you don't want any penalties. The Hilltoppers have had a few flags down in the red zone, and it has hindered their drives to this point. They have not had luck in the red zone. Both of their scoring plays have happened from way back. They were lengthy rushes, big plays for points. They were not in the red zone. Thomas with the QB keeper. Wow, Durfee got the timeout called before the snap, and the play actually went off. So Hilltoppers call the timeout. I'm surprised they got that off. That was a last split second to get that call. Quick timeout for Durfee. We'll do it again here. 3rd and 6, as the play was ruled dead due to the timeout. Here we go. Thomas looking to pass, rolling out, and it's incomplete. Hit in the back, that's going to draw a flag, and I think it's going to be a personal foul against Taunton. Ryan McDougall looking back, number 55, with Nathan LaPlante, 75, and I think Hilltoppers are going to get a call here in their favor. Let's wait and see.
Holding on the Hilltoppers. 4th down.
Goes against Durfee. So another red zone penalty. Penalty declined, obviously. Why would Coach Sidwell want the Hilltoppers to get another play? Another second down, basically, because it's 2-down territory. So now 4th down and 6. Fourth and 6. A huge play here for Durfee, and maybe even bigger for Taunton's defense. Thomas passing, end zone, got him! Touchdown! Tie game! They went to Lewis! Oh, the pass of the night! 20-20 the score on 4th and 6. Thomas has not passed much tonight, but he made it count there on 4th down. Extra point attempt on the field. Let's widen that shot out a little bit here. Inacio, it's blocked. Ball is dead.
Inacio's extra point attempt is no good.
So the Hilltoppers cannot pull ahead. First miscue of the night with the point afters. They converted on the first 2. We got ourselves a 20-20 game here with 9:07 to play. So 2 straight scores for the Hilltoppers, and they have pulled even here at Mac Aldridge Field. Unable to pull ahead with the extra point, but they'll take the tie for now and go on defense. Ignacio on the kickoff. Crowd getting loud here. Line drive kick is going to land at the 25 and get scooped up on the far side of the field at around the 20. A great return. Big time hit. On the return, Nathan Keenan put his shoulder into it and knocked down Devin Ferreira.
Nathan Keenan returned to the Taunton 47-yard line. First and 10 Tigers.
So interesting to note, by the way, that Nathan Keenan, who's the kicker, was the one who returned that ball for Taunton. Good field position for the Tigers, but they're going to get brought back. A little extra, and thank you very much. Brian Batista can't keep his hands to himself, and he just cost his team a few more yards. Saw right on your screen. Tigers going to be hit with a personal foul here.
Flag on the play, personal foul on the Tigers.
Seems like the fog is getting a little worse here at Durfee. Hard to see that far side. Taunton backed up big time here because that personal foul is a spot foul. So looking at, let's see, ball is at the 31, excuse me. Ball at the 31, first and 26, something along those lines. Gonna air it out, down the field, incomplete. No flags on the play, no contact, ball was uncatchable. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 25 for the Tigers.
I said first down, please excuse me. That first down was the running play where Taunton lost a yard when the penalty happened, so it's third down and 25 plus. And I'm sure that Leonard's going to go to the air again. No, they did hand it off. Big running play here. They got the penalty yards back and then a few.
Leonard's pass complete to number 10, Santos.
Coach Powers on the sidelines, pretty heated right now. And seems to be talking in the direction of the officials. Not sure if he thought there should have been a flag somewhere, that maybe they missed a block on the back against Taunton perhaps that opened a seam, or a hold. Needless to say, Taunton will punt here. Ball gonna land, oh, good scoop out of the air. Flag coming in the back.
Taunton's punt returned by number 2, Jaden Lewis.
Jaden Lewis on the return. Another block in the back against the Hilltoppers. Well, I know what Durfee's going to be working on this week in practice. 3 blocks in the back tonight. And 1 essentially took points off the board. So the Hilltoppers are backing up all the way to the 11-yard line. They lost a good 10 yards there. Offense for Durfee back out on the field. 7:40 to play here. Tie game. Running play on first down. Big scamper there from the backfield for Thomas on the QB keeper. Good surge of energy there on that rush. Tackled down shy of the 20, about 2 yards short. Looking at 2nd and 2 from the 19. Thomas gonna keep it again. Oh, he runs into a wall. Taken back. The tackle made by John Castillo.
Thomas, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 2.
Loss of a yard there brings up 3rd and 3, 3rd and a long 2. Thomas dashing forward, and he is not going to get there. He's going to lose more yards.
Thomas hit in the backfield and sacked by the Tigers.
A 3-yard loss for the Hilltoppers will bring up now 4th and 6. It was 2nd and 2. Now the Hilltoppers are going to be forced to punt here. Great opportunity to try to run out this game, and unable to get in front of the chains. Started back thanks to the penalty. Punt almost blocked. That's a great punt though from Lewis. Gets a decent bounce. Don't touch it. Hilltoppers very close to the ball. They'll get it to roll all the way across midfield.
Lewis's punt is down at the Tigers' own.
That's as good as you can get from that far down the field to put the other team just on the other side of midfield. .5:15 to go. Taunton will have good field position here.
pass complete to Santos.
Completed pass there on first down.
1 Tigers.
Second down and 1 after the 9-yard completion. He handed off. Oh, big time hit, jumping the line. Mick Carnell with the tackle on Brian Batista. Loss of almost 3 yards.
3rd and 3 for the Tigers.
Third down and a long 3. Keeper, Leonard, first down and plenty more. Leonard breaks free. Down the field he goes. Tackled, no. Can't bring him down, he's inside the 10.
Leonard, the ball
Taunton player down back at the 35-yard line.
6-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers.
It'll be first and goal for the Tigers.
Well, that escalated quickly, huh?
Sure did. So a timeout on the field here due to the injured player. We'll keep it here, though. Again, both teams will be on the road next week. Durfee will head across the river to Somerset. And Taunton up 44 to Middleborough. Should be 2 good matchups, actually, Jay. As you said, Middleborough's got a good program, and when it's Durfee and Somerset, that's always a good matchup as well.
Yeah, Somerset runs that, foot to foot, ground and pound offense, kind of like what Durfee does, actually.
Yeah. Not unlike the Hilltoppers, but for the longest time, Somerset was literally strictly a ground game.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years in a row facing Somerset here, and the ball never left the ground. Seriously.
Yeah, they believe in 3 yards per play. Let's wear you down.
Yeah.
Let's keep the game tight.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So the injury timeout here, we'll stay with it. All right, out of the timeout here. Taunton with a first and goal. Not a lot of time left here. And kind of makes me think of last week a little bit. Hilltoppers and Attleboro in a tie game late in the game. Durfee lost on a field goal at the end of regulation here. 3:20 and counting, but Taunton in the red zone, first and goal, trying to pull ahead here. Batista bounces off once. Twice, tackled down inside the 5.
He's running hard. That was a hard run.
That was some hard-fought yardage right there.
Second and goal, Tigers.
Ball right on the 5.
Yeah, they're just going to run the clock now.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, obviously they got to score. They could also kick if they needed to, but the bottom line is you don't want to give Durfee any time, but you still need the points because you're tied.
Yeah.
2:30 to play now as the clock will continue to roll. This game 2 hours and 15 minutes old. Long game here at Mac Aldridge Field, but tell you one thing, nobody's left.
No.
No, really. I mean, this is a great crowd tonight.
I mean, I went to the bathroom and fireworks happened. Come on, they're going to call a face mask, yeah. Oh, 2 penalties.
Flags coming in, and
Chase Jeffers, there is a flag
Jay
on
not
the play.
liking seeing the yellow flags.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Face mask. 2 face masks offsetting each other.
2 flags on the play, holding by the Tigers and personal foul. Face mask by the Hilltoppers. The penalties offset.
So replay the down here as offsetting penalties. No yardage loss, no downs loss. We'll just replay it. 2nd and goal from the 5. Less than 2 minutes to play. High snap. Oh, they were able to hand it off. Now let's not take anything away. Amazing stop right there. But how do you hand that off? I thought that ball was coming out of the hands of Leonard and somehow scoops it with one hand and just shoves it off. And
that's the 2nd one in a row.
Yeah. They've had a few high snaps in this game. They've gotten away with it.
You know, maybe the next one possibly goes over his head.
Inside the 5 now. Looks like the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3 as...
How many timeouts does Durfee have? None? So they haven't used one.
I think they used one in the 3rd when they were down this end. Remember that third down play that we thought?
Yes.
And it came back. I thought there was a penalty, but they got the timeout call. Now a timeout called by the Tigers. They waited till the last second. You saw Coach Sidwell on the field. 1:07 to play. 3rd down and goal from the 3. We're in the timeout here at Durfee.
Taunton.
Both teams in the huddle. Full timeout on the field. A big crew tonight for our game here at Durfee, this first football game, as trying to expand our crew of students here, get some new faces, some names you'll be hearing throughout the school year. Our students get some work here and some field experience. Meadow Worsley, Brandon Doobie, Sam Montero, and one of our part-time staffers, Jake Fitzgerald, all 4 of them on the roof. Jake helping us out with some training up there while I'm down here with Jay calling the game. So a real team effort here as we try to give our Fred TV students some great experience. You know, these games don't happen if I don't have crew to work them.
Yeah.
Because I can't film and commentate at the same time. You know.
I'd like to.
I probably could, but it might be rather disastrous by the end of the night. So
more like a selfie video.
So seriously, one of the things our students do is we get them the field experience if they show their initiative, they want to work, and so these games are filmed by our students and some of our staff, but usually our students. Passing left side. Oh, design play, and he's gonna be in. Touchdown, Taunton.
Leonard's pass complete to number 10, Santos, for the Tigers touchdown.
Ebbs and flows, Evan.
Ebbs and flows, and let me tell you something. That touchdown made me think of one of the Patriots plays, one of their Super Bowl touchdowns from a few years back. I think it was the Amendola one against Atlanta in the comeback, where he broke forward. Brady quick snap threw across, and then he cut back in. He got his lead blocker. That was really a great play right there. And the Tigers have pulled ahead here with just over a minute to play. It's 26-20. Kick on its way. I don't think that was good. No good. A missed extra point.
Well, the one thing we do have on our side is speed. So if they kick it deep to Javon Holly, we could see something here.
Well, the crowd's got the right idea. 62 seconds on the clock means it is not over. It's close to over, but it's still 62 seconds, and anything can happen.
It's going to be over soon. It just depends on who's winning when it's over.
Exactly. So this will be interesting.
Well, at the beginning of this game, we said it would be a nail biter, and I've got no nails, so that sums up my experience.
I didn't mean to put you through stress on this Friday night, Jay. My goodness.
I know.
Am I gonna have to have BJ for the next game? Give you some time to recoup?
No, I think I can handle it. Next time I just won't go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom, you come back. It's a tie game. There's been an interception. One team's yelling, the other team's yelling.
Oh, goodness.
I come back just in time to see Taunton score. Perfect.
Well, let's see. When I sat down, we scored the last time. So maybe we need some good superstitious mojo going on here. I'm going to take a seat for the final 62 seconds.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
No, don't leave. Don't. Oh, man. All right, waiting on the kick from Keenan. Squib kick. Not surprised. They didn't want to get it down the field. However,
okay.
Interesting. Well, you know what? Kind of a safe move, right? They were coming full steam ahead.
Yep.
You're already almost at midfield. You're inside the 35. Probably better field position than if they kicked it way down and did a full kick in the air.
That's true.
That's not bad. 59 seconds. I mean, Durfee's going to have to work quick here. That's the thing. They're going to have to work very fast on this drive, especially if they're going to have running plays. If they can't get outside, there's no time to dilly-dally. As far as I'm concerned, Thomas needs to probably have 2 or 3 plays in his back pocket here.
I mean, I would put everybody on one side and Holly all by himself, throw the ball to him. He's got one guy to beat, you know?
You know, that's a good point. And Holly is in there. Cornell just came off.
Is it one-on-one? Who's one-on-one on this side?
Receiver-wise?
Yep.
I can't see. I'm sorry. Passing outside.
Get out of bounds. Lost yards.
Problem is, I was going to say, problem is Lewis couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage there. So kind of a tough break for Durfee on that one.
Well, good part is the clock has stopped.
No, loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Not what Durfee wanted on their first play.
No.
On what will be the final drive of the game. 2nd and 11. Trips to the right. Lone receiver to the left. Thomas rolling back, has some time, trying to get by. Oh, he's going to get dragged down for a major loss. You got to throw those away.
Can't do that.
Thomas is sacked in the backfield.
You got to throw those away. You cannot take a sack in this situation.
No.
Throw it out of bounds. You need an incomplete. That is serious loss right there. It's going to be 3rd and 20. A loss of about 8 yards. Not good.
No, timeout here. Almost looking at a Hail Mary.
Oh, Coach Brown had to call timeout because the clock would have kept running. You can't spike it on 3rd down. You're left with no options. So the timeout was automatic here.
That's 2 plays in a row. Loss of yards.
Yeah, that's not what you want from your 2-minute offense. Durfee coming out of it. Taunton back out on the field. 41 seconds, 3rd and 20 for the Hilltoppers.
Here we go.
Well, the problem is you say you're talking to Hail Mary, but, I mean, Taunton knows what's coming. This is not like gotcha moments here. You know what I mean? I mean, you prepare for this on both sides of the ball.
Javon Hawley's not even on the field right now.
No, he's not.
Wow.
Pressure coming off the side.
Let it go.
Thomas passing. Must have been tipped and incomplete. Now, interesting, right? So that's a drawn-up pass play. Thomas had this entire field open, and he didn't run it that time. Obviously, again, design play to pass it. I'm not holding him accountable here. I'm just saying what we're seeing. And this time, he actually had space to run the ball.
Yeah,
and they went with the pass.
Just the mindset with that is, hey, I just got sacked, so no matter what, I'm not running, I'm throwing.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. I get it, but it makes you go, oh, darn.
Yeah.
When you're seeing it from this vantage point, you see that open field, say, oh, we could have run it. But, no, and I totally get what you're saying, though. It's because you can't afford any more loss of yards. As it is, 4th and 20 here is an extremely low percentage conversion. Take a miracle for the Hilltoppers to convert on this play. This is a very low percentage situation, unfortunately, for Durfee. Thomas going to let it fly. Coming down this way. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted by the Tigers, who are going to improve to 2-0. There was a lot of contact there, 2 versus 1.
What I don't understand is it was really 3 versus 1. I don't understand why you would throw it, to that.
Another player down here. That's Lewis. Lewis down, trying to go up against bigger bodies. Carrying Lewis off the field. .28 seconds on the clock, and the Tigers will go into victory formation as the fans depart from Matt Goldridge Field. Well, Jay, Hilltoppers are 0-2.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I thought Durfee played well tonight. I thought they left points on the board, on the field. And I think that this very easily could have been a win, especially you look at that first drive. Game Durfee probably should have won. And unfortunately, we say that a lot. It's easy to say that when you're trying to, make something out of a loss on a close game. Anytime it's a close game, we can say, oh, well, coulda, woulda, shoulda. But in this case, you had some big plays. You had that first drive, you came up empty. They had the block in the back.
Yeah.
3 times tonight, by the way, that was called. I hope that that's something they're going to work on at practice this week, because after last year seeing it a number of times, this year, honestly, going back to last year, a good 21 points have been taken off the board because of blocks in the back. That can't happen. Just can't.
No, and what you said by coulda, woulda, shoulda, I mean, we could have scored on the first drive.
Yeah.
We could have not blocked somebody in the back.
Right.
So we're not talking about penalty stuff. We're not talking about us committing we are talking about us committing penalties, but we're not talking about us not being able to score because of talent,
Oh, gosh, absolutely.
So that is why when you say, hey, were we talented enough to win this game?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Got to clean it up a little bit. I get it. It's only week 2. But, Taunton's a tough team from the Hockomock. Hockomock is a great conference, a lot of tough teams. And Durfee hung with Taunton, and honestly, one play differently, the result is different here tonight. So, tight game. Hilltoppers will have Somerset next week. It's always a tight game against the Blue Raiders, and it'll almost be like a home game for Durfee because you're only going across the bridge. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, Jay, thanks for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I don't think we've ever done a game. So this was a first. This is great.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're going to have you back for sure. Final score, ladies and gentlemen, from Mac Aldridge Field, Week 2 ends with the Hilltoppers defeated against the Tigers. Taunton comes in, takes it 26-20 here at Mac Aldridge Field. For our great crew behind the scenes, my broadcast partner, Jay Springer, I'm Evan Massoud. Have a great weekend.
Have a great night.